heat, fat guys, 4th of July, mega face mask restrictions. It was a shitty day in regards to all those things.
Yeah, comfort was not in the cards.
Yeah, definitely not the thing for us fat fucks. But we were on a quest for cool shit, and the last stop in our little tour de force was GameStop. Ironic, given that it's possibly the last place we're gonna find cool stuff. But you never know, man. Maybe find some cool, man. Every now and then you find a little nugget in there. It's usually a little turd nugget somebody shook out of their pants.
Damn, homie,
but a
why
nugget.
you hating so much?
I'm just saying. Nah, I don't hate on GameStop like every other schmo out there.
But their stock game do be sucky sometimes.
Yeah, it's not the greatest stock. Yeah. However, it was a place to look, and we were looking around, and let's just say you almost got punched in the friggin' grill.
So I got this horrible we both do.
Yeah.
But we got this
more you than I.
Yeah, more me. We got this horrible habit of cleaving each other's assholes. Well, I do the cleaving.
Cleaving?
Yeah, I'll go up to you and just go like this in your butt.
Yeah, credit card is not a cool thing to do.
Or go up to each other, touch each other's lonjas, like stomachs, and soft thrust.
Yeah.
Do the occasional butt thrust.
Yeah.
It's a very gay thing to do.
It's it's one of those things like when you have a brother, you develop a secret language.
Yeah.
And everybody else is like, what is that?
Yeah.
But to us, it's hilarious. So when we dock guts, when we dock lonjas, it's like two satellites in space communicating at long last. That's right, physical communication.
Yeah.
That's what that is. When you credit card me, that's just gross.
Yeah,
I would never credit card you because I don't want a fucking brown hand.
I don't got poop in the butt.
But we do occasionally go up to each other and thrust in each other's general directions. Most of the time, right up against each other, and then we just thrust.
Yeah.
And it's just supposed to make the other person feel stupid and uncomfortable, while ironically we look stupid and uncomfortable doing it. And anybody that happens to catch this will be like, what the fuck, and or laugh. It's not for everybody. It's something we do for some fucking reason.
It's not good.
But anyway,
I feel like the credit card thing in particular is a big problem for me. I straight up have at times felt your entire asshole.
Yeah, it's not good,
and I'm
dude.
I gotta stop doing this shit.
And you do some vicious credit cards too. Sometimes damn, homie, that shit went all up in me. And sometimes you do this weird it's not even a credit card, it's like a spank or something. What is that shit?
Spank, dude.
Anyway, suffice it to say, you have driven this practice out of control.
Yeah, it's not good.
I do the occasional dock and the occasional hump, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Just in case you're wondering, no penises are touching,
no.
as our penises are clearly under 10 pounds of mierda. By that I mean lonja. By that I mean gut. Anyway, today we were at a GameStop, and you do these things out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So go ahead and tell us what happened there.
So you were just looking around, and you were walking away, right? And there was this dude, this kind of fat. He kind of from the back he looked like you, though from the front he was grotesque and gruesome in many ways.
Yeah.
Mainly face wise, and he was wearing a mask. But I could just tell that face was gruesome. So anyway, I just do this humping shit out of nowhere, right? I wasn't looking at the guy's head. I was looking at his shirt area, which just happened to be
the same color
shirt, and he's the same size from the back. Dude, I almost straight up went up to him and humped his butt, dude.
Yeah. You came up to me. This guy had just passed by me.
Yeah, just passed by.
And you came up to me. What'd you say?
I was like, damn,
dude. I almost messed up or something.
No, I was like, damn, I was about to... I forgot what it was.
No, you said something like, damn, I almost messed up. And I was like, what? And then outside you told me, dude, I almost humped. And I was like, oh, no.
I almost humped this homie.
So, yeah, apparently you just almost went up. It's one of those, I think we've all experienced this. I experienced it at school where I would be sitting there, and obviously that is not my mom.
Yeah.
But for some reason I would call the teacher mom. But this is a worse version of it because you legit thought this was me from the back. Well, so what was it that gave it away that it was me, that you stopped yourself from actually humping this guy?
Well, the thing is, when I'm about, I don't look at people's faces. Mm-hmm. Seriously, I don't notice people's faces unless they're hideous. And I think that's ultimately what saved me. Because this dude turned and I saw his face and I was like, oh, horrid and gruesome.
How close were you to the hump?
Dude, I was like a foot away. Like I was
Damn,
about to
homie.
straight up start going at it, dude.
Damn, homie.
And then like, thankfully he turned, dude. If he hadn't have turned, I would have been hardcore humping.
And then you're not even like, so you could not pass one of your humps off.
Not like I
bump
bumped in.
into
Yeah,
you.
no.
You grab.
Yeah, like
Whenever you do it to me, you grab and then you literally just hump in my direction.
Yeah.
And it's like this undulating gut
Ooze, yeah.
hitting me. And I'm like, oh man, but this guy would have definitely not mistaken that for a casual bump. It would have been a casual hump. Yes.
And the worst thing is, like you pointed out, that even if I had humped and tried to like explain my way out of it, that explanation is horrifying.
The explanation is worse.
Like, oh, I thought you were my brother and I was hardcore wanting to hump.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is that shit?
It's weird. So, look, I just laid it out. If this guy would have fucking started some shit, I wouldn't have known what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
So I would have just turned around and his back was to me. If I had to turn around, his back would have been to me.
Yeah.
Because he would have been facing you. So theoretically, had he started some shit, if you had actually humped, all I would have heard was be some sort of fracas all of a sudden directing your general direction, and then my killer mode would have like switched on. At which point I would have Kirifuda clutched him from the back and possibly hump, and then just kind of like fucking UFC him onto the floor.
Yeah, dude, I feel like you would have grabbed them, started humping. And then I would have joined in, and we would just humped him to death.
That would have been a very fat recreation of the Hulk of Hulk Hogan and the Yeti.
Yeah.
Grabbing.
Dude, like, so there were several reasons why I noticed, like, it was his face when I turned. When he turned, I was like, damn, that's gruesome. By the way, that's the name of my book. Damn, that's gruesome. It just has pictures of that guy's head.
The subtitle to the book, Photos from the Underlong Hunt.
Oh, dude, it's grew. Also, he had, like, really shitty hair. Like,
yeah, he was like...
he was balding, but, like, he hadn't shaved that shit. And as he turned, I saw you in the distance walking away, and I was like, oh man, shit. I gotta hit the brakes on this weenie. So that was the thing that almost happened.
Yeah, that's not good, man. I can't say I've ever mistakenly humped. But I have mistaken people for other people, and that's fucking embarrassing, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, hey, oh, son of a bitch. Or the worst is when you actually make physical contact with them, and you're like, son of a bitch. I think the worst one for me that I can recall, I'm sure there's been others, but oh god, no, that one was pretty bad too. But anyway, this one was in normal everyday life. This one, and I was at Walmart, and I thought that this lady, I must say lady, you know, not some ancient hag, but you know, a chick. I thought this chick was my ex. Looked like her from the back, just like you. Ah, dude, was not. Look, I don't know if you knew, but I'm gonna just lay this out. I mentioned it in another video. My ex had a great ass, so there was a lot of ass-centric, you know, flirtatiousness always going on. And that's what saved me from total humiliation. Because I went up behind her and I was like, hey, babe, or whatever the fuck, you know, you say to your chick, right? That you know, just that colloquial exchange type of, you know, phraseology there. But dude, oh man, I had my hand on the lower back and I literally, you know, like when you get so familiar with somebody's physique.
Yeah.
When I
mean, no, but yeah.
But like I went down like the back like that, and the moment I hit like the shelf of the pant, I was like,
oh no.
I was like, what the fuck? It was real quick, but the moment I hit the shelf, I was like, whoa. And she turned and it's not her. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm fucking sorry, man. I thought you were my girlfriend. I'm fucking sorry. And she's just like saucer-eyed and probably a little pissed. She didn't look too happy about it, right? And Saved by the Bell, you know, my ex comes around not the corner, but the aisle like that, right?
Yeah. And goes up to her and starts humping.
Yeah. And, you know, she come up to me. I bet this girl thought, look at this fucking fat schmo.
Yeah, clearly
He's never fucking seen a vagina in his life other than on paper. But she come up to me and she didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was literally just like, oh, fuck. And this chick looked at me like, what the fuck? And she's like, what's wrong? And then the chick kind of just, and then walks away. And I was like, boof. Boof. But other than mortified, I felt more embarrassed than anything.
Yeah, dude, it's the worst.
Super embarrassed. But anyway, the one that's actually awful that I first thought of was, this was when I was locked up. And I was in there with a friend. I won't mention his name, but you'll know who I'm talking about. You know, like with my friends, I'm very, I don't know, like I'm always in a jocular spirit or try to be. And I'm very aggressive with my joking, sometimes to the discomfort of others. And that's the way I am with this guy. And first of all, I want to clarify, he's not gay, but he's very effeminate. Hmm. So in prison, of course, that's, you know, that gets you a little reputation unless you clear up that air. And this guy had no interest in clearing up anything with any prisoner. So people just assumed he was gay.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is a thing, right? So I would make sure to make him feel as uncomfortable as possible about that in a humorous way. But he found it super annoying. And, well, I mistook someone else for him.
No.
And let's just say that gay joke didn't go over well in prison.
No.
And I was like, oh, fuck, dude. So anyway, this guy this is perfect, dude. Not because of anything anybody will know, but because of something we had just had a conversation about.
Yeah.
He had just had a dream.
Classic.
Yeah, he had a dream about another dude. Again, this guy's not gay, but he had a dream about another dude, and he was like vexed about this. He was like, why did I have this dream, right? Mm-hmm. And I was making fun of him because of that. And in the dream, that other dude had come behind him in the shower and slid his hands up his back and up his arms and whispered in his ear.
Shit.
And so
then slid.
And then slid up inside him. But anyway, so what I thought was my friend was was in the shower area, outside the shower area, not inside the shower proper, but the outside in the drying station area. But he was just there. He wasn't gonna shower. He wasn't gonna do anything. Yeah. And I came up behind him and I grabbed like the right here with the shoulders meet the arm, I guess. Mm. And I was gonna slide my arms behind him and say something, gay? Stupid, possibly gay. Yeah, definitely. And I grabbed, and the moment I grabbed, the guy turns, obviously, and it's not him.
Damn, homie.
And I was like, oh, dude. And I was like, what do you say at that moment?
Yeah, damn, homie, I thought you were my homie.
Yeah, I thought you were my homie who I was going to say a totally gay joke to in prison. That's not going to work.
No, dude.
So, I didn't say jack.
What?
I just
You just walked away?
I just unclamped and walked 2 steps back.
What the?
And then I went like this. And I walked back to my bunk. And I sat down.
God.
Dude, this dude lasted 2 days in that dorm. And after he left, one of the other people in the dorm, there's like 66 people in the dorm, came up to me and he goes, dude, what did you do to this guy? I go, what do you mean? And he tells me, yeah, I mean, because he was his neighbor, like, celly neighbor, right? And he's like, he said he couldn't be here anymore. And I asked him why. Keep in mind, this is a faith dorm, so everybody's pretty chill in there. And he said, because he didn't want to be around you. And I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, oh, man.
So I explained to this guy, and he's like, damn, homie.
That's gay.
That's gay. But,
at least you didn't hump his butt.
At least he didn't shank the fuck out of me, really,
that's a good
man.
Point.
The good thing is I didn't sleep at night there. I bet you this guy was like, damn, I better shank. And not with a meat one.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Maybe he
maybe
liked
you
it.
were. Maybe
well, he
you
definitely
were,
didn't like.
No, maybe you started bringing up questions in his head. And he was like, oh, man, I gotta leave before I suck on a ding-a-ling, basically.
I don't understand. I don't understand. You know how I mentioned the calling your teacher mom thing?
Yeah.
I don't understand how that's like. It happened to me more than once.
Because it's a freaking authority figure that is a female.
I mean, yeah, on that level, but like you're literally. Every time it happened to me, save one, it happened about 5 times.
Damn, homie.
Like, I was not half asleep. You know, in the morning you're kind of half asleep. It was not that I was fully cognizant of the fact that this was not my mother, and it clearly doesn't look anything like her. There was no way I should have said mistakenly mom, but it would be like, hey mom, son of a bitch, every time.
I don't think it ever happened with me.
No?
No.
Damn, dude. But you've seen that happen to people, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's mortifying to me. I wonder if teachers are just like, this is a thing that happens.
Yeah, I mean, it comes with the occupation.
Anyway.
Also coming with the occupation is mad dingalings being out during class.
What? Oh, yeah.
I mentioned this before.
I forgot your fucking class was, for some reason, always people with their dings out.
Dude, up to a certain grade, everybody's weenies were out. I was like, what is this?
I know that there was this one kid in my early classes, I'm going to say maybe 1st or 2nd grade, that was renowned for that. I never saw the ding, but he was renowned. Like, the girls would be like, oh, he always takes his fucking dick out. And I was like, what? Why? You know what I'm saying? I was so young that I was like, what? Why?
What's the ding?
What's the purpose here? I don't get it. So it just kind of brings up disturbing, possibilities for what that kid's home life was like. But really,
no shit.
At the end of the day, still, the fuck's with the dings in class? I will say that in high school, there was this one dude who, infamously, I guess, apparently, I never saw it again, but apparently had a massive dingling.
Oh, yeah?
And he was prone to show it in journalism class.
Oh, yeah?
Which was the yearbook class in our case. And again, the girls all were like, "Yeah, he shows it, and it was his lure. Yeah. Check out my big ass dick."
I mean,
clearly, I gotta say
it's a pretty player freaking.
If I had a big ass dick, I think I'd be flashing the shit out of it. Really, to be honest with you.
I mean, it's a little iffy nowadays.
But somebody's gonna bite.
Someone's gonna on that dingaling.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna be like, "Damn, that's a big ass dingy."
Dude got mad ass. I'll tell you that. So somebody was liking it.
Oh, as in he laid pipe a lot?
Yeah, he
laid pipe. I thought you meant like he had a huge badonk. I was like, damn, homie.
No. He got ass. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he may have had a huge badonk. I don't know. I was looking at his fucking culo. But the point is, the dude I know had that rep. Yeah. And he definitely got the ass. And I know it was true because, first of all, tons of girls said it. And then somebody that I really, really trusted and wouldn't have just was like, yo, this dude just showed me his dick. And I was like, what the fuck? Well, I guess you wanted me to do something about it, but I didn't.
Did you ever want to see it?
Kinda. I was like, damn, this dude's like flashing mad dick. It's got to be impressive, right?
Like, I wasn't at the freaking at this school, and I want to see it.
It's kind of like the Quentin Tarantino thing when that chick tried to embarrass him by saying that he had a wonky ass dick.
Yeah. At
first, I was like, what is this bitch? Well, why does she tell this story? What's the point? He didn't harass her. He didn't say anything fucked up to her. She just decided to say Quentin Tarantino has a fucking wonky cock. But then at the end of the story, I was like, I kind of want to see to verify.
Yeah.
And if it is wonky, I want to see if my reaction is sick.
The wonk factor.
Yeah. So anyway. That's
Willy Wonka.
I don't know how we got on dicks, but
anyway.
There's a video we did. Let us know what you think about that, I guess.
Did you ever almost hump someone?
Damn, dude, you almost humped that dude.
That dude was going to kill me.
Total death. Anyway, let us know what you think about that. Hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification buttons. Because we're out.